Welcome back to the channel. I got a special guest for y'all, and we're going to do something special. We're going to go through the trends over the last 2 years, and my big buddy Copper Dice is here.
Hey.
He's going to let us know, should we keep him, let him go, or are you indifferent on the situation? So we're getting started. This is started last year, and it's the button lock craze. Now, this is not a good example because it's such a good knife.
That is a bad example because it's hard to...
But they're not the safest. They're not the safest locks.
This is a great looking knife.
Yeah.
So you should have given me like a...
Yeah, I just didn't have one on me. I should have, but I didn't.
My view on it, button lock to be quick is fun for about a little bit, but you get warm, you know.
Yeah, it's not great.
But I don't mind them as far as safety wise, you know.
As long as you're using it right, you shouldn't have to worry about it, but...
This is some good milling though.
Yeah, very good.
All right, keep it rolling.
Okay, this all started from this knife right here. Spyderco Smock with the button compression lock.
Oh yeah. So they made that?
Well, Spyderco made the knife. I got the scales,
right.
They didn't, but they made the...
Spyderco had a button lock on there?
Kevin Smock designed the button for the compression lock. Now the compression lock patent has ran out, so it's fair game for anybody to use the compression lock. So
yeah, I remember the Smock.
That's a trend that's starting this year, and Vosteed is, I'm surprised they're the only company that picked it up. This is all top liner locks, they call them. It's a compression lock with the button. Look at this one. You hadn't seen this one yet? That's Tough Knife design.
I haven't seen any of them. So button lock or
it's a compression lock with the button.
Oh,
it's the same thing as the Smock. That's why.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
You didn't say compression though in the first.
Well, they call it a top liner lock.
So that has ran out. This one's
the compression lock. Oh, I just don't hit that.
This is kind of tough flipping on that.
Yeah, that one. Ever since I cleaned it, I don't know what I did. Maybe I put it in a bond or something. It's the tension.
The flipper tab a little bit.
Yeah. That one's smooth. That's the raccoon.
The raccoon. That's
I love the raccoon.
Fitting name. Well, it's just a button lock.
But it's stronger than a button lock because it's a compression lock, and the compression lock is a liner lock, kind of like it smashes it in between that stop pin.
Yeah.
So it's stronger.
Yeah, I remember somebody was selling like the things
the CME,
you could stick on
the CME from OCD for EDC. Yeah, same thing, except that just allows you to be able to use the compression lock easier.
Yeah,
which I think was genius on him.
Yeah.
So do you like it? Compression lock?
Yeah, I think it feels better than the button lock. I mean, the regular button lock.
Yeah, it's smoother.
Yeah.
Because once you release that liner, your finger's out of the way, so it's safer, and you don't have to worry about it failing as much as you would say a button lock.
But I'm old school. I'd rather Spyderco's.
Well, yeah, me too. I'm just saying, like, do you want to see more companies do that, or would you rather see it just stay with Spyderco?
I like Spyderco. The way, the compression lock.
But I'm surprised they didn't try to renew it. Can you not renew a patent?
It must not, because Benchmade would have did
the Axis lock too. Well, I think you only have X amount of years, and Benchmade definitely.
And you've seen now everybody's got the Axis.
I prefer the Axis lock over a button lock.
Well, Benchmade did master that lock.
Yeah. So you said let Spyderco keep it.
Yeah.
Do you like these the lock over say a button lock?
Yeah, I do. I would say so.
Okay. So we'll say yay on that because still. Now this one is either you love it or hate it. Ultim scales.
Ultim scales.
The P plastic scales.
So I never really understood this one, but I got friends that not knife guys, and they think it's plastic.
It is. It is.
And
it's a thermoplastic. It's a high heat thermoplastic.
Well, you can't tell somebody that it's nice plastic.
No, you're right, and that's why the only reason it became popular is because, and I don't know if it's still the case, but used to be really hard to get that stuff.
I thought it was just because of the translucent, but.
No, it used to be somewhat of a rare thing because it was only really used in 3D printers and something else. Because like I said, the only reason I ever knew about it is because we had it.
Does it scratch easy?
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, and it's machinable too.
So what's the benefit of it?
It resists chemicals.
Is it cheaper than G10?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You know what? It probably is more expensive. I
It
think.
only
Yes.
comes in this color.
It comes in clears, can be black, and that. And I'm guessing they might be able to dye it. I don't know.
I'd let this one go if I could.
Yeah, me too. One knife just so I can see the mechanics.
Right.
That's about it. Now this I do like, okay? Screwless designs. Look at the no hardware. Now this one has absolutely no hardware. I like that.
That is.
That's an innovation that's pretty cool.
So now explain to me how you take it apart.
On this one, you pop this up. This comes up, okay? You remove this. The tip of this allows you to remove this pivot. And then this is like dovetailed. You just slide it, and it comes apart.
Now I'm gonna just stick with the screws on.
So you don't like that clean look?
No,
I thought you would like the clean
it is a
look.
clean look, but I want a clean knife, so I'd rather have it.
Well, look,
I guess you know how to take it apart.
you would probably like this one better then.
I do like that one.
This one is all on magnets. And I don't know, this is like
Smooth though.
yeah, very smooth. That company came out of nowhere. I did an Amazon Knife of the Month pick thing
Yeah.
with that company, and then they kind of blew up. I mean, not blew up.
Yeah, don't blow nobody up, bro.
Yeah, I don't need no more blowing up. I'm not going to take them off because the scales they sent me, like I said, they're like a real tight fit, so it's
So
not as
that's
easy.
like a magnetic.
Yeah, it just pulls this off, and then all the workings are on the inside.
That is cool. As long as you know if you drop it, it ain't coming apart.
Now on this side, to get this one off, once you pull this side off, there's one screw holding this clip in, and that allows you to pull it off too.
Yeah, that's pretty slick.
And then another cool thing on it, the Mega Springs are piano chords, so it makes this pink. Watch. Yeah, that punk,
Piano string.
something like that. And supposedly they're stronger than memory wire, and they make a cool noise.
They do feel
They're stronger. You can feel the tension.
right.
But you hear that twink,
Yeah.
like slam it open, and it makes this reverberation.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Pretty cool.
I like the what's that called?
That's like a cracked ice finish, but they call it crystal something or something out there. I don't know.
I don't know if you have one now, but the magnetic detent is one that I kind of like.
That's what I didn't bring. Yeah, I love his stuff, and he's such a nice guy. You like the magnets?
I did.
Okay,
Yeah, because
so
that one had
Winter Blade Co. You get the keep on going. Not that you would stop for us, but what do you think about the whole innovation of screwless design?
Well, you've carried it. You tell me. I mean, if I drop that knife, am I going to risk losing the scales?
No. Well, not on this one because it's super tight. But even if you did, which these are super strong magnets, I've dropped it on the floor and it never came apart. I don't know how I like the cleanliness of it, but does that really matter in my knives?
No, because I mean,
I like to be able to take them apart.
You know what
quick.
I think about that cheap knife that you could get at like Cabela's that you take apart and wash it.
Oh, I think it's Alaskan knives, something like that, maybe.
Like you could
I know what you're
clean
talking
the
about.
deer, they say, and then wash it in the sink.
Like a Havilon knife too.
Not the sink in the river or something. But this is clean look. This is a clean look.
Yeah, with no screws at all.
This cracked ice, let's go.
I'll tell you, the guy behind Pyrotech is definitely, if you don't follow what he's doing, follow him on Instagram and stuff, definitely follow him because he is definitely somebody who's about innovation because the two knives that we've seen from him both had innovative things.
I will say if it brings the price down, then I'm all for it because knives have then gotten outrageous.
Well, this one's expensive.
Well, then.
So, you got to think about all the extras. So, yeah, this is going to make it go up because you got extra processes in this.
Right.
And it's a small company.
Mid-techish?
I think this is made by Kaiser.
Oh.
But S90V steel, and then you got all this extra stuff with the magnets, and then the extra scales with the line. And they're a very, very small company. This is their first design.
Yeah, he's got it going on. I like it.
Yeah, I like the overall cleanliness of the design too. So it's not the best slicer because it is a little thick, but overall, I like the design. It's comfortable.
It's got that 940-ish design for me. I mean, I guess that's the Axis lock or whatever lock they call it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's a clutch lock or I don't know. So you're neither near here nor there about this, or you don't really care for
No,
that?
I guess I'd have to see how it completely went apart. But if it's more expensive, I don't want it. I mean, taking apart a knife was therapy for me. So
Yeah, same
a knife
here.
apart
Same
and
here.
cleaning it. And
I just don't
putting it
think I
back
need
together.
it.
You know, you could adjust the screws to get your center
the
and
detent,
right?
perfect. Yeah, and I just don't think like one or two of these is cool to have, but I don't want to see a whole lot. I don't want every company to start doing this.
Right.
Now this is the next big craze that started kind of last year, but now it's just taken off with the pivot locks. Vosteed, Defcon, and once again, Remet Knives, the same people. This one this one is basically kind of like this one set up where it's a liner lock, but the button's right there. And that one is the way it's set up. No, you press that button. Don't hit those.
Holy, it's smooth.
Now, I took that one apart. It's very hard to take apart, but you don't really need to take it apart.
Wow.
Because to take it apart, where's your pivot at? You gotta unscrew that button right there, and there's a reverse screw in the inside of there.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm cancel this trend because.
Well, now that one I like. That's Vosteed's.
That's a guillotine now.
That is. I beat on that. I batoned with it. I did all kinds of stuff. That thing is a strong lock. That one's done different than both of those by far. This is just basically a button.
It's just so proud, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of like CRKT's deadbolt lock.
It's
smooth. Yeah.
I mean, geez.
And that LMAX held up so well. I beat on it big time. I batoned it through some copper wires.
It does give you that three-way opening method.
Yeah. Now that was my next thing. How you feel about having three, like every opening method possible on a knife? I don't like it because they don't always work good.
I enjoy a liner lock
oh, I do too. That's my favorite. Frame lock, liner lock's my favorite because I'm so used to grabbing it, and I'm like, I'll find myself trying to move over the liner. And then this one's done different. That's how the original one was done. Remember that knife I had?
This reminds me of I ain't gonna say it. What knife you had?
It was Aurora Knife and Tool Truffles.
Yeah.
Remember you thought it was a cool looking Tanto?
Yeah.
That's the same exact lock because the designer of that lock also let them use it too.
So to me, the negative is like where you got to pinch it to.
Yeah, but your finger's out of the way of the blade.
Yeah, so. It is out of the way, but it's just I'm so
not natural
going there or there.
Yeah, it's creating different hand memory.
You gotta do something in the knife industry though, because if we keep making the same stuff, I guess nobody will buy it. But
so, do you like the pivot locks?
Would I buy it? No.
No. Another thing that I could definitely love to see go away is this finish right here.
You made that.
I know, but I did for so many customers. Now I just hate seeing it.
Is that?
That's the lightning, you know.
Yeah, it's not.
No, I mean everybody does it now.
I know.
No, it's not time mask because that's what they want it to look. They want it to have that look, you know.
Yeah, I feel like you.
Now, pop of color's not bad.
I feel like you kind of made that famous, bro.
A few. Them trying to keep it secret's what kind of made it big, you know.
Yeah.
But the reason that's why it was, and I get it. That's why people weren't wanting to tell a whole bunch of people because now it's played out.
Even Anno is it's not.
Yeah, I'm not a big.
No more.
Unless it's like
to me
like a rustic looking Anno,
or like it's just like a little port, like hardware or something, you know.
Yeah, something a pop of color, just a little bit.
Right.
Okay, so
I would steer away from that. That they look expensive and it's harder to take apart. Then I don't want it. You know, a light back is hard enough for me.
Yeah.
Like trying to take a Delica apart.
So this is cool, but you would never buy one.
No, because the value is it expensive?
This one's like $260, I think.
Probably not.
Or no, $260 or $160.
I like that one.
This one's like
best.
$1 something.
I like that one the best overall.
I think this one's like $120. Yeah, this one works the best. This one's smooth as can be, but it's just a complicated one.
Yeah.
This one's like $250.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
Okay.
But the design overall, I could deal without. But you know,
I'm interested to see what you think about these, the gravity knives. This one's not really a gravity knife, okay, but it's in that same vein of this is like a butterfly. opening.
That could be fun now.
Yeah, but when you go to use it, it goes to unlock itself, the scales.
Oh yeah, it's not.
Just they needed a way to lock them scales down.
Well, it's not locking
No.
very well either.
And I think it's just to make a quick cut, nothing hard, you know.
I mean, but
Be careful because that thing will swing.
it's
I mean, it's cool, but I wouldn't buy more than one for sure.
yeah, definitely.
And
I don't know
that to me it's expensive for what it is.
well, how much is
I
it.
think it was like $200.
Mm.
M390 with magnets tied.
Yeah, that one's different.
Now
But
that is
see,
probably the coolest. That you gotta like go completely down with it because it's a gravity knife. That one actually locks in the open position. Those little tabs go behind there. I did some stabbing with that. I like that one if it wouldn't be a Tanto and if it had a pocket clip.
So how do I close it?
Just like this. You just like a out the front. But
I mean,
so
that's
it's
innovative.
done by gravity.
It's
You,
just
if you fling it hard enough, you can do it, but you gotta have the finger on the button.
what makes these?
Illegal.
Yeah.
They're not anymore. You can like. There's a gray area for some reason. I think you can definitely own them. I don't know if you can carry them. And it was back when Bally's were illegal.
Didn't the first Riot not have a lock?
No, it didn't. Mine doesn't have a lock.
That's what that could be sketch.
Yeah, but mine had the Kydex sheet that goes with it.
Oh yeah.
Now they do have the lock. So
Now I could get away from them too, but I honestly do want to kind of check out the gravity.
utility knife,
Yeah.
I do too. I plan on picking
At
one
the
up
right
for the
price.
channel at least.
At the right price.
So
if it's not that expensive.
These could go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care.
I don't. Now this is something that's been near and dear to me for the last 7 years. EDC Fix Blades.
That's bread and butter.
Looks
right
like that's taken off finally.
there. Man, I like a good small fixed blade or that you could clip to your belt, bro.
Yeah, especially
You know, I got me a little farm, so I like having me.
he's a farmer.
I bale hay, bro.
I can see you baling some hay.
I bushed hog yesterday. That's a farmer.
I believe you. I know you got land right there, and I see a cowboy hat right there.
Yeah. So I could grab one like John Wayne, bro. I'd be like, here, cut this. I'm all about it,
But yeah, Copper Dice and I were talking about it. I started my EDC Fix Blade trend when I first started carrying a neck knife 7 or 8. No, it was actually about 9 years ago because I was working at the plant at that time.
I tell you what, it's got one fundamental purpose, and that's just a cut.
Yeah.
You're not playing with it.
No, it's that's what's good about it, especially one that conceals, like to where it's just there when you need it.
And you're not saying, ooh, how smooth it is.
And the good thing about it is whenever I say I'm working out in the yard I don't have both my hands, it's a quick, just grab it and you don't have to open it.
Then you can get a fairly good steel for a good price.
That's another thing. I just hope they don't start jacking the prices up on those too.
One thing bugs me though is when I see somebody in the plant or whatever that has a knife and it's just like this
Absolute trash.
knife, and I'm like, man, bro, you could have bought one good knife and still be using it.
Well, a lot of
Or somebody will ask me to sharpen a trash knife. I'm like, man.
At the plant, they used to bring me these gas station knives all the time, and I'm like, dude, I'm not going to put an edge on it because the steel's so soft.
No.
But it's funny, and
I tell them get some sandpaper, bro, and just.
I got a lot of slack for this, dude. I told them anytime somebody could, like, say the cable guy, anytime somebody comes to work at my house, if I see them with a knife in their pocket, I said, oh, what kind of knife is that? And they showed me it's usually a gas station knife, and I'm like, hey, why don't you let me throw that one away? And I got some nice ones, and they all are excited. And I guess this is the way I said it in the chart, but people got all bent out of shape. They're like, oh, so you were telling them your knife is absolute garbage, and here I'm better than you. I'm like, no. I was like, I tell them, look, do you want a better knife? That one's dangerous. It's gonna.
Well, I guess we're getting older too, and you want to have things that of value. I
Yeah.
don't want to have something. You could have 10 of something that's not very valuable. It's like going buy cheap weed or.
Oh no, that's exactly how I feel. Like I want a quality product, and that's why U.S. products mean more to me because they have soul, and it's something that I want to hand down.
See this knife too.
But I mean, it was there as a placeholder. The deckhand, excellent, cheaper EDC Fix Blade, especially for somebody trying to get into EDC Fix Blades.
There's so many. I wouldn't say I like this one because there's so many American-made.
Oh no, definitely. I mean,
small fixed blades that you could enjoy.
I'm just giving you them for a junker.
No.
You can do whatever. You can give the court if you want to.
No, I'm saying like in general on this subject.
No, definitely. And before we wrap up, because we're talking about it off camera, what you think about the flat over round?
Well, my hands are used to grabbing.
Wait, you
Oh.
boy.
But no, as far as I work in the industry and front pocket
Yeah.
plant shirts, bro, are
Lightweight.
I mean this is a tiny package width wise,
Dude, 3,000 lumens. Nightcore.
I ain't never
boasts
seen
some
that
power.
many lumens, bro.
Dude, it's a bottom click too. I love that.
Bottom click.
The big button.
But you could keep the roundness. A lot of the ones that get the really bright
Bulky.
lights are bulky,
Yeah.
heavy. Even if you get a titanium, and like to try to keep it in your pocket.
Yeah, I won't carry it. Like the only ones
That's
I carry.
the wave of the future. If I want a flashlight,
The only ones
Flat.
I carry is like the little pin lights. You know,
Right.
the ones that we like.
but
is
even
the
that,
one.
you can get a flat if you can find a flat one.
Yeah, because you can put a much brighter light in your
Right.
pocket. That's light as can be.
So I could have that one.
Not that one.
Where you got another one?
Not on me, but I'm sure I will.
Because I'm trying to be the wave of the future.
So look, that's the trends that have been in the last year or two, just kind of blowing up. Love to hear what y'all would love to see stick around or go away that y'all have seen in the last 2 years. It's the year of the pivot, like I said it in the beginning of the year. And I think we got some cool ones. I'm just glad we're seeing some innovation.
But hey, it's nice to see y'all again. I'll
Don't
be on
worry,
another video here.
We're gonna do more stuff like this in the near future.
I've been doing a lot of modeling lately, bro. So
I'm not even saying. I don't want to get my channel in trouble. All right, guys and girls. Like I said, let me know what y'all like to see. Stick around. What y'all like to see go down in the comments. I'll see y'all
Peace.
on the next one. Peace.